Namaste students. In the previous session, we discussed about the characteristics. Then we also discussed in the yesterday's session that functions of statistics. And before that, we discussed about the branches of statistics. The branches, mainly there are two branches, that is applied statistics and also statistical method. And then in case of applied statistics, we have seen which are the various fields where we apply statistics. Then we come across with the functions of statistics. In functions of statistics, we have to present the facts in a definite form, and it enriches our knowledge and widens our experience. It provides an opportunity for comparison, and it also helps to frame various kinds of policies, and it also helps to frame and testing hypotheses. So these are the variety of functions which statistics performs. So then after studying about the functions, now in today's session we'll discuss about the scope or applications of statistics, then also the limitations of statistics. Now firstly, about scope and applications of statistics. The scope and applications of statistics nothing but the which field we use the statistics. We have seen in the as a brief, we have seen that in the previous session which are the branches of applied statistics. Here we have taken only few branches which are mainly used in our society, that is statistics in state. The statistics, we use statistics in the state affairs. Later it introduced in the government fields like the education department, and also the agricultural department, the transport department, the post and telegram department. In the various field, the government started using statistics in the various department in order to collect information and to frame various kinds of policies. And these are some of the central government department where they use statistics, that is CSO, that is Central Statistical Organization, then NSO, National Sample Survey Organization, then comes their RGI, Register General of India, then IIPS, Indian Institute of Population Studies. So these department, this central government department, this collects the information. This collects information from various fields, and they use this information in order to solve the problems that like food shortage. The problems in order to frame policies to solve the problems of food shortage, then unemployment, poverty. So government use statistics in a widely, it uses statistics in order to frame various kinds of policies in order to solve the problems like poverty, unemployment, food shortage, etc. So this is about statistics in state affairs and also the government fields where they use statistics. Then nextly, if we speak about the society, it is in the field of business. Statistics in the field of business. The mainly, as I said, the statistics we use we know that business means organization. Organization means where there variety of departments will be there, like production department, marketing department, finance department, HR department. And in all these areas they use statistics. In field, for example, the marketing department to market the product, how well we can market the product. And also, as I said, statistical quality control, it also comes in case of business. Statistical quality control means after the production of particular product, we cannot directly introduce that product into market. Before that, we have to undergo variety of tests in order to prove whether what product we produce, it is a qualitative product or not. So that is comes under business, statistical quality control. There we use statistics. And also in the field of production and also in the field of marketing of product, in order to provide advertisement, what are the statistics we need to see. Then also in the field of HR, human resource, so there we use statistics. And mainly in case of business, we use statistics in order to predict the future business conditions, or we call in the business term, we call that predicting future condition as business forecasting. Mainly we use in case of business to forecast the future business condition. What happens if we forecast the future business condition? Forecasting future business condition means we are assuming future business events. If we are able to predict future business events, we can set our policies and procedures, or we can be ready to face such kind of situations which are going to arise in the future. So mainly in the field of business, we use for the purpose of forecasting future business conditions. That is in case with the statistics in business. Then statistics in economics. Economics are nothing but in order to frame various kinds of policies. Which are the policies the government frames for the purpose of economy? That is, it might be the taxation policy of the country, or fire policy of the country, or the saving policy of the country, or else import export policy of the country. So these are the policies which government frames for the purpose of economics. And also we know that we use statistics in the field of economics in order to prove or disprove the theories of economics. There will be lot of theories in the fields of economics. So prove and disprove the theories of economics, we use statistics, and we take the help of statistics in order to frame various kinds of these important policies which will be framed by the government for the purpose of economy, which will be framed by the government for the purpose of economy. So this is about statistics in the field of economy. Then the last one, it is statistics in the field of science. As I said, it may be the natural science or it may be the physical science. We use statistics in the field of science. It may be engineering or it may be the medical field. We use we use statistics in the field of science. As I said, if in order to solve the psychological problem, we use statistics, and we call it as psychometrics, where we use statistics in the field of psychology to solve psychological problem. So we know that we use, it might be the agricultural science, it might be the natural science, agricultural science, or physical science. We use we use statistics in the field of science in order to solve various kinds of problems. So it is about the scope or applications of statistics. The scope means the pitch and all area they have. The statistic has its scope, means where and all statistics can be used. So this is about the scope and applications of statistics. The firstly, in case of state, that is nothing but government, why they use statistics. And this business, we can sometimes you may get the business, or we can say it as commerce. Commerce and business, one and the same. Sometimes you may get questions like the state the scope and applications of statistics in the field of state or in the field of commerce. Business they may give. So business and commerce, one and the same. And as I said, in field of business, to focus the future business condition, and in case of economics, in order to prove or disprove the theories of statistics. Then in case of science, we use statistics. It may be the physical science, or it may be engineering, or it may be as I said, in the field of psychology, in order to some of the problems, to solve the problems in psychology. So this is about scope and applications of statistics. Then nextly we will see the limitations of statistics. Now we'll move towards the limitations of statistics. We come across the scope or applications of statistics. Now it is limitations of statistics. Now firstly we studied about characteristics or features of statistics. What we studied there in case of features, some features, the opposite of that features may be here, it may be a limitations. Limitations means it may be a drawback. What we are not getting from that particular concept, that we are telling as limitations or drawback of that particular concept. So according to statistics, there are mainly, according to your syllabus for statistics, they have given 5 major limitations. Now we'll go through one by one. Firstly, it does not deal with individuals. It does not deal with individuals. It is nothing but the statistics, we say it's a group of facts or figures. If it's a group of facts or figures, then only we can say it as statistics. The single and individual figures or facts, we cannot say it as statistics. It is mainly for the purpose that single facts and figures or the individual facts and figures, we cannot compare it with anyone. So it does not deal with the individuals. Now for example, as I said, I have already given this example when when we will come across the features. Now there will be a group of the age of a person. Age of Mr. X. Age of Mr. X. It is 36. It is one example. One more example is there. Age of a group of people. Age of a group of person. Group of person. There will be the different age group. People will be there. That is 34, 56, 76, 86. So, which we can consider it as statistical facts or figures. This we can say it as statistical facts or figures because it has a group of facts and figures. It is an individual fact or an individual value. What do we say here? Individual. So, it's an individual value. If we get this kind of individual data, can we compare it with anyone or anything, any other data? No, because we don't have any other data to compare. So for that purpose, we cannot call or we cannot consider this as a statistics. We can consider only the group of facts and figures as a statistics. For the purpose, we can compare it with easily. So this is one of the main limitations of the statistics, that it does not deal with the individual data. It does not consider the individual facts or figures. It only considers the group of facts or figures. So while if we have individual facts and figures, we cannot apply any kind of statistical methods or techniques there. So that is one of the drawbacks of a statistics, drawback or limitations of a statistics. Now, second one, it does not deal with qualitative data. What is that qualitative data? Qualitative data is the data which doesn't contain any kind of numerical values. If quantitative data means which expressed in numbers or which contains numerical values. Now qualitative data means which does not contain any kind of numerical numbers. For example, the qualitative expressions. We give some of the qualitative expressions, that is, we present that good, bad, intelligent, then beautiful, etc. So these are the qualitative expressions. These are the qualitative expressions. Now we can compare this qualitative expressions, means this person is very good and this person he is not so good. We can compare. And this person is very intelligent, he is not so intelligent. And this person is she is so beautiful and she is not so beautiful. So we can compare these terms one with one another, but we cannot measure in a numerical terms. We cannot say that she is 30% beautiful and the other one is 20% beautiful. Can we say it in a numerical terms? No, we cannot say it in a numerical terms. We can just compare. So we cannot use statistics in case of qualitative expressions or qualitative data. We cannot use statistics because in order to use statistics, it should consider a quantitative data, means which expressed in numbers. So there should be a numerical form. The data must be in a numerical form, means it should be in a numbers. So the statement or the expressions of qualitative data or the qualitative statement, we cannot use statistics. These are the qualitative expression. Qualitative statement means she is very intelligent. She is very intelligent, or she is very beautiful. She is very intelligent or she is very beautiful. So these are the qualitative statements. It's a qualitative expression. So in such case, if we are having qualitative statement or expressions, we cannot use statistics there. We can use statistics only in case of quantitative data or which are expressed in numerical terms. So it does not deal with the qualitative data. This is one more drawbacks or limitations of statistics. Whereas while studying features, we studied these statistics are expressed in numbers, or these are numerically expressed. This has to be expressed in a numerical terms. Then if we move towards third one, statistics laws are true only on laws are true only on averages. See, averages we cannot consider it as accurate or precise. Averages we cannot consider it as precise or accurate, because see, natural science are the theories of natural science or experiments of natural science. These are universal applicable. Wherever if you go also, you will get exact and accurate answers. But statistics, it's based on averages. It says the average of any of the facts. It says the average, but it doesn't say it's a accurate or proper figure. For example, now if it says in a particular road, the average number of accident in a week, the particular road average number of accident in a week, it is 4 in a week. In particular road, average number of accidents, average number of accidents is 4. It just says the average number of accident. See, this average number of accident, this 4 accident might have happened the first day of the week. It might have happened the first day of the week, that is Monday, and remaining days there may not be any of the accident. Remaining days there may not be any of the accident, but it generally says that in that week there are average, on an average, 4 accidents. As I said, it might have happened only one particular day of that week. Rest of the days there may not be any of the accidents. So in this statement, it doesn't what we cannot consider it as meaningful, because there is only one day this particular accident might have happened. Rest of the days there might not be any of the accidents. So it provides such kind of information. Average means it provides such kind of information. It will be true only on averages. We cannot say it's a accurate or precise information. The statistical information or conclusions, these are based on averages. So this is one of the drawbacks of the statistics. Then only experts can make the best possible use of statistics. Why only experts can make best possible use of statistics? Because experts will be knowing the methods and techniques of that particular concept, so they can make the best use of statistics. The common man, the people like us, we cannot make the use of statistics, because we will not be aware of the facts and figures, or will not be aware of the methods or techniques of statistics. So this is one more drawback or limitations of statistics. The common man cannot make use of statistics. The only statistician, whom we call as statistician, means they are the expert in that particular field. Only they can make the best possible use of statistics, because they will be knowing the methods and techniques, how we need to use it. They will be knowing about that particular concept, so they can make the best use of statistics. Then the last one. For statistical analysis, uniformity and homogeneity of data is essential. And see, statistical analysis means in order to study or in order to compare, their uniformity and homogeneity of data is essential. As I said while discussing about the features, there was a feature, last feature, it should be related to each other. Related to each other means mainly statistics we take for the purpose of comparison. So in order to compare, we cannot compare the heights of trees with the height of a human being, because these are different, these are totally different. So these we call it as heterogeneous data. So in order to consider it as statistics, and in order to analyze or in order to apply statistical methods or techniques, we need to collect, or there should be a data of homogeneity or uniformity. Means the similar kind of data should be there, then only we can analyze it or we can compare it with one another. See, as I said, for example, the marks of statistics can be compared with the marks of statistics of other students or marks of statistics of any other college. We cannot compare the marks of statistics with the marks of language. The person's marks of statistics with the marks of language we cannot compare, because these are different. So we need to have the same kind of data, or uniformity or homogeneity kind of data, in order to use of statistics. So this is one more drawbacks. It is one more drawback, because we cannot use it to compare of heterogeneous kind of data. Heterogeneous means different kinds of data. We cannot make use of statistics. So these 5 are the limitations of statistics, and these are very important according to your exam or according to your exam concern. It is very important because these are the important 5-mark question. The first one, that is, it does not deal with individuals because there should be a group of figures, so we cannot use it for the individual facts or figures. Then does not deal with qualitative data, it should be a quantitative data. The qualitative expressions or the qualitative statement cannot make use of statistics. Then statistical laws are true only on average. The what conclusion we can draw or what results we can get from statistics, these can be on an average, this can be true. We cannot say it as a accurate results or precise or perfect answers. We cannot consider it. Only experts can make the use of statistics. A common man like us, we cannot make use of statistics because we don't know the methods and techniques how to apply it. Then last one, we need to have the uniformity or homogeneity kind of data. We cannot make use of statistics if we are having different kinds of data. So far we completed with the definitions, we completed introduction. Firstly we come across with the introduction, then we have seen the definition under 2 heads, plural sense and the general sense, and after that we have seen the branches of statistics, that is statistical methods and applied statistics. Then we have seen which are the various branches where we use statistics. Then we have come across the functions of statistics, and then in today's session, before this, we have seen the scope and applications of statistics. Which area or field we use statistics, that is statistics in state affairs or the government, the statistics in the field of business, statistics in the field of economics, and statistics in the field of science. And then we have seen the limitations of statistics. There are mainly 5 limitations of statistics. So in this chapter, the limitations, then functions and features are very important 5 marks question. Rest are 1 and 2 marks. Now two more small topics are remaining. One is distrust of statistics, and then some of the concepts are there, basic concepts that we can see in the tomorrow's session. So for today's session we can wind up. Thank you.